What is a CTE? Let us start with CTEs and subqueries. A CTE means Common Table Expression. In simple words, it is a temporary named result set created with the with keyword. The main benefit is readability. Instead of writing one huge query, you can split the logic into smaller, clear steps. For example, first calculate total sales per customer and name that result sales per customer. Then in the main query, filter only the customers whose total sales are greater than 1,000. This makes the query easier to read, easier to test, and easier to explain in an interview. Now, let us talk about subqueries. A subquery is simply a query inside another query. It is useful when you need a quick calculation or a simple filter. For example, imagine you want to find all orders where the amount is greater than the average order amount. The inner query calculates the average amount from all orders. Then the outer query checks each order and returns only the ones above that average. So, think of a subquery as a small helper query that gives a value or a result to the main query. So, when should you use a CTE and when should you use a subquery? Use a CTE when your logic has multiple steps. It is better when you want the query to be easier to read, easier to test, and easier to explain. CTEs are also helpful when you need to reuse a result inside the same query. Use a subquery when the logic is small and compact. It works great for quick filters or simple calculations inside the main query. In short, use CTEs for clean step-by-step logic, and use subqueries for simple inline logic. Now let us finish with a challenge pattern. Find customers whose total spend is greater than the average customer spend. The key idea is to solve it in steps. First, aggregate sales per customer. Second, calculate the average customer spend. Third, compare each customer total against that average. This problem is perfect for practicing CTEs because the logic is easier when you break it into parts. And that is the real power of advanced SQL. Clean steps, clear logic, and business-ready answers.